guys, welcome to another recap of The Amazing Race. I got the recap cat here with me. Alright, so Bopper's leg is totally jacked up. He twisted his ankle and his knee. So he's finding it difficult to be physical in the race. They're in Tanzania and they're all boarding planes to go to India. So once they get to India, Homer, they have to get to the bus station and take a bus to Sacred Heart College. So Art and JJ are pissed at Major Dave and Rachel. What a bunch of freaking babies. He was like, take your army ass and get out of here. Yeah, say that to his face. I dare you. Alright, so Vanessa and Ralph ended up on a different flight, which arrived a few minutes earlier, but it didn't really matter because it wasn't that much earlier. Mark of Mark and Bopper fame, he's got some problems with motion sickness, and he was pretty much throwing up the whole time that they were on the bus, which they missed. They missed that bus, and then it set them back a little bit. But at the roadblock, this was a tough challenge. You had to learn a Bollywood dance and perform it. That's tough enough, but the weather there was like completely sunny and hot. Alright, so Rachel was all like, Brendan, this is so cool. They have cool outfits with sequins and colors. She really wanted to do it because it was cool. JJ, on the other hand, I don't think he liked the outfit so much. It kind of made him feel like a fat Elvis. A fat Elvis that couldn't dance, that is. Oh, he was like the abominable snowman out there trying to do this. So JJ actually went first. I don't know why he attempted to go first because he totally sucked. It took 4 tries for him to finally do it. But Rachel of Rachel and Major Dave fame rocked it right away. She was a cheerleader, I suppose. And then Vanessa, well, not too bad. It only took her 2 tries. And Rachel of Big Brother, yeah, it took her 3. She was getting a little frustrated though, you know? When it's hot like that, it's easy to get emotional, Brendan. Alright, so Mark, on the other hand, it was a cluster. It was a hot mess. And when I say hot mess, I mean it was literally a hot mess. These people were sweating through these suits like they weren't even wearing them. Good thing that was no wet t-shirt contest. So he wanted to do it even though he was getting delirious or die on the spot. That's a little extreme. Bopper wanted to shut it down. Shut it down. No, sorry, this isn't Hell's Kitchen. He wanted to leave and just go home to his kids. He's got 3 kids. He didn't actually want to die and miss walking them down the aisle. I think that's a little extreme. I think they can help you for like heat stroke. But anyway, after the 11th try, he said, I can't do this anymore. And then they convinced him to do it one more time, and he did it. Okay, so I'll explain that later. Indian Coffee House time was the next place to pick up a clue, which was a detour. It was either cricket or clutch it. And in cricket, you had to hit a ball past a cricket dude over a boundary. You could do it on the ground or you could do it in the air. Clutch it was you had to learn how to drive one of those 3-wheeled motorized rickshaws that are all the rage. Alright, so Dave was kind of a bitch during this. He picked the clutch it, and he was all like, oh, this is how you do it. And of course he hit a pole right away. Vanessa and Ralph also chose that one. They had a little bit of difficulty. And Mark and Bopper, much later on, chose that. But the real funny thing here was Brendan and Rachel and Art and JJ. They both chose cricket. And Brendan and I think it was JJ both hit one right away pretty much, which meant it came down to Art and Rachel who would hit one first. And Rachel totally did it after they were smack talking her like, she'll never do it. Guess what? She made you her bitch, Art. Alright, F Art. So it's pit stop time and it's Bulgari Palace. Rachel and Dave, of course, came in first place because they finished first and they won a trip for 2 to St. Lucia. Followed by Brendan and Rachel and Art and JJ. And then, actually very close, was Vanessa and Ralph. So Bopper and Mark came in much later. And it just so happened to be a non-elimination 2.0. Ooh, deja vu for them. The thing that's bothering me about this whole thing is the way the guys at the Bollywood shoot were begging them to try just one more time. And if you watch the tape of the 12th attempt at doing the Bollywood dance, he didn't really do it. They were much tougher on the other players. I think just, I don't know why they just didn't give them a penalty and compromise the integrity of the race by giving them a free pass when they clearly didn't do the dance right. So I'm a little bit upset about that. I think they just should have said, look, why don't you just take a penalty? But they didn't. So it turns out it's non-elimination. Who knows what's going to happen? Because next week, it looks like Rachel is possibly faced with shaving her head. I'm thinking that there's going to be another fast forward or something like that. Like in the season back when, I can't remember who it was, had to shave their heads, both members of the team. And Vanessa, she wipes out, and it looks like she pops out her shoulder. Ouch. All right, till next time, much love.